Good afternoon and welcome to the Humidor Report. Justin here from Beaumont's very own cigar club. Something new, something I actually didn't think we were even going to be getting this year, but this is a new offering from the good folks at General Cigar, and this is from their Punch brand. Now, Punch is one of those brands that's been around a long time, dating back to old Cuba even, but the non-Cuban punches, again, are made by General Cigar, and the last couple of years, General has done something a little interesting with Punch. So following the trend of cigar manufacturers making releases tied to the Chinese zodiac, well, that's what they were doing with this one here as well. But instead of it being the year of the whatever, as manufacturers like Drew Estates and Davidoff have done, they went a whole different way with this one. And they have created what is called the Bento Box. Now, if you're not familiar with a bento box outside of the cigar world, it's a small food container used in Japan for lunches that have neat little compartments to put all the various little small quantities of things and have a nice, well-rounded lunch. So that's what the box is named after. Now, the 3 cigars that are included inside, these have already been released, but were done so as limited releases. The first of which is the bottom of the box that you see down there, which is the Egg Roll, released in 2019. That was a production of, I believe, 75,000 sticks. After that came the Chop Suey up here. This was released in 2020. This was a 90,000 stick production. And then earlier this year came the Kung Pao, also 91,000 sticks, something like that. Now we're going to tell you a little bit about all 3 of these different cigars. First up being the Egg Roll down on the bottom. It is a 4.5 by 50 Rothschild. The composition of it is you've got a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, Ecuadorian Sumatra binder, and the filler comes from Colombia, Dominican Republic, Mexico, and the United States. That particular one is made at Scandinavian Tobacco Group's Donley, Honduras facility. Same place that the Kung Pao is being made. 2020 release, Chop Suey. That's an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper. On that one, Nicaraguan binder and fillers from the DR and from Nicaragua. And the Kung Pao, another broadleaf wrapper, a Honduran Habano binder, and Brazilian, Honduran, Dominican, and Mexican filler components. So again, we've got 2 of them being made in Honduras at STG Donley, the other being made at, the Chop Suey's being made at General's Dominican facilities. These are also a very limited release. Now, when they first released, the General gave out numbers as to how many sticks, how many boxes, so on and so forth. But the unexpected Bento Box collection is limited, but we don't have any idea exactly how many are being released. General will not comment on that, at least they have not as of yet. But I think we were able to get, I believe, 8 of these. I know I just sold a full box of them. It's a 42 count box, but while that's a high number count for a box, it's still a really reasonable price, because if you can see the prices on these guys, I don't know how well that shows up, but we're talking $5.75, $5.75, what's that, $4.25 it looks like. So these are all around $5 a stick is where it averages out. So we're talking bundle prices for premium handmade punch and limited edition punch at that. So that brings the full box price on these around to about $210. I think $209.99 is what a full box is going to go for, but that's 42 sticks. So it is a crazy good deal, much lower price point than you'd expect for limited release items, but they sold out quickly the first go round, and I'm sure that price tag had something to do with it, so that's probably going to be the case for the bento boxes as well. If you want one, if you are interested in even getting some of the loose sticks just to try them, or if you want a full box, the quicker you can get here, the better, because they are already moving quickly and they will not last long. So again, Punch Bento Box, brand new limited edition release from General. Happy to have some here and happy to have you guys come check it out and get you some while you can. It's going to wrap us up for this week's edition. Oh, no, before we do that, I forgot to mention, the full box does come with these nifty little cigar rests as well. So that's another thing that another little incentive if you want to pick up the box so you can have you one of those guys as well. So now that's going to wrap up this week's edition of the Humidor Report. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and that way you can stay on top of everything that is cool, hip, and happening here at Cigar Club. Until next week, I'm Justin, and we'll see you at the club.